Good day, Bonet. Thanks for joining us here in the charts. You tune into the Market Beast edition. Yes, it is your fellow compadre speaking. Today we'll be exploring GE. This is a request. We're not invested in this stock. I'm going to say this on every video. All stocks can go to zero. Please assess your risk tolerance. Know how much you're going to enter, exit, where levels you're going to take profits, and take a stop loss if the market goes against you. Quick disclaimer before we start. Loyal subscribers, welcome back to YouTube. Algorithm picking up on the channel. If you're new here, thanks for joining us. Consider hitting the subscribe button if anything that we say comes to fruition, or if you find any valuable, strange information on the channel here. So let's see what we have on the menu, so to speak. Let's dive right. What we're going to do is talk about, or explore, rather. Too many people say talk about. We were different here. Not cliche. We're going to explore where I think GE is right now. It's potentially up against some, maybe resistance, maybe not. So I'm going to explain to you or show you why I say it could be under some resistance. So let's go ahead and dive right into the charts here. Shall we? All right, so today's March the 8th, 2021, and the current price of GE is going to be $14.26. It's up approximately 4.8% for the day. Okay. All right. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the lines. Yeah, that's it. Really simple. I think it is. What you are witnessing on the screen is a symmetrical triangle. These are very high time frames. I just did it for visibility purposes. Notice the symmetrical triangle actually broke down. Okay, we got to break down below that level back in January 2018. Let's go ahead and scroll in here. And what I want to do just before we get into the price activity where we are current day, where it potentially is up against some resistance, what I want to do is just kind of validate the symmetrical triangle so that we're all on the same page. And, you know, it's not, I guess, what do the people say? It's arbitrage or self-fulfilling or whatever. Let me just go ahead and show you that this is pretty obvious to me. Notice here the touch points at the overhead descending resistance line. We got touch points here at about, what is this, 2000 July at a price of about $49. We had one little single touch point here at about July the 2nd, 2007 at $40, and a little bit here as well. So I think it's pretty clean to see. It's at $30 near July 2016, okay? So we validated the overhead. Potential resistance, again, maybe it's arbitrage. That's fine, guys. But the lower line, if you notice here, I think it's pretty interesting. If you notice that let's just kind of zoom in here. Starting back in let's see, the reason I'm going over this is because, again, I want everyone to understand that why I said it's potentially up against resistance right now. So we're right here at 1989, January the 2nd. The price tag of about $3.40 or $3.54 right here. It appears that it almost came close to the line here. 1991. January at a price like $4.09. Okay, I think we have another touch point. So there's only like 2 or 3. Like here's a really big wick. If you see that, like the sellers really showed off on this candle here. They really wicked all the way down to they got really good discounts. They got like $5.64 at the lower line of this wick. But we're paying attention to the candle's bodies because, again, what we're doing is validating the lower ascending line that could potentially be resistance. We're gonna get there 1 second. And this level here is currently at, let's see, it's at like $10, $11 here, the bodies of these. This is a 6-month candle, just for visibility, guys, okay? So $11 right there. So it appears that the market is approaching the ascending line of support that had a successful breakdown on this candle right here, January the 2nd, 2018, official breakdown below that line. And we all know, hopefully we all are on the same page. Whenever you have an extended level or line, rather, ascending line that acted as support in the past, it could potentially be resistance in the future, okay? The official breakdown, and we're approaching that level right now. So let's get to where that level is exactly overhead. It could be ready to obliterate that level. I'm going to explain to you what I would be expecting to see next if it breaks above this specific level, which we can actually say it right now. It's going to be at $14 and about 73 cents, okay, approximately, assuming that I have my lines correct, right? It could be off just a little, but $14. Let's crank it down to the lower time frames to see what we have, maybe like the monthly, and that's the lower time frames to me, right? Pulling macro, always macro, never micro, okay? So let's see here. The line will be at, these are monthly candles, if I said that 4 times already. Okay, so if it happens this month, we're looking at 1452. So yeah, if the trajectory continues to move up, or if there's a retracement at that level, then I wouldn't be surprised, because again, it may act as resistance as it has acted as support that we've all just kind of briefly went over here on this video. Okay, excuse me. So that's what I'm expecting to see, a potential retracement from the current level, because first of all, I don't really like the gap below the price here in this monthly candle. This could be like super useless information, but the only reason that I say it may have resistance is because I don't know, it's been below this line. Again, it may just act as resistance as it has acted as support. So let's just also entertain the fact that it may just break through that level. Okay, I guess I'll let you know where I think the price will go down to after we go over this example. Let's just say it breaks above this potential resistance line. It breaks above, and you see the price of GE at like $15, or so maybe go all the way up to $16. If it's gonna break through, I'd like to see a very aggressive move, at least up to like $16, but it has to hold all of those gains, right? You can't just like break through and then give it all back. And then you see GE below 1450. Yeah, that's not a good sign. That means the sellers are stepping in very aggressively at this line here overhead, and they want to potentially maintain their overall trend. Let's back it out here. The trend has been down. Yeah, I mean, overall, right? Overall, GE has been in a very aggressive uptrend. But I mean, if you just kind of look from this level here, back in October the 2nd, 2020, yeah, it's been walking down the stairs. Yeah, all the way from $57. Yeah, walking down the stairs. Beautiful. Walking down the stairs, right? Lower highs, lower lows, right? So, yeah, I mean, most can argue, but yeah, GE has been in a downtrend ever since 2000. Okay, so it appears that GE has the buyers have a very unique opportunity, and this will be the month that they need to show the sellers, like, listen, okay, you guys have had a nice run since 2000. We would like to have some very flourishing price activity. That was an interesting way to describe it. Over the next few months, or at least this year. First level GE has to do, get above $14.50, preferably $16. Just show some real strength and hold those gains, right? $17, just break through it and just hold those gains, maybe do some sideways consolidate and just back test the previous level of resistance as support, right? That's all we go over on the channel, and continue up to the upside. You'll see a GE, $20 GE over the next year and a half. Okay, I'm not really good at timing this, but if it breaks through $14.50, that's the only level for me. It needs to get above and stay above $14.50. So let's just say this month it breaks above $14.50 and it stays above that level. The next month you can't give it all back. So that would be the level in the line in the sand for me for GE. That's the bullish case. You have that. You have the time frame, year and a half. Don't quote me on that. We'll likely see a $20 GE if it can break above and stay above $14.50. Okay, I'd like to see a lot of aggression. We've already gone over that. So the potential bearish case scenario, if GE is not going to fulfill its obligation, the buyer's obligation right now is to get above $14.50 and stay above it. But let's just say, hypothetically speaking, take it easy, bulls. If it gets rejected at $14.50, even if it gets higher, but if the monthly closes below $14.50, ooh, that'd be an interesting sign that the buyers will definitely need to do some fundamental research, technical research, whatever you have to do, and understand whether or not there's a sufficient amount of strength in this market, because it appears that the market is getting rejected from the previous level of support. That's not a good sign. Okay, and if it did come down, then the level that I would have on my radar, I'm not invested in GE. I don't even know if I said that already. We're not invested in GE. We played it. We were in and out, but we haven't touched it no time soon. The level will be right there at about $12.52 as a potential back test. And if it gets below $12.52. Oh yeah, there's something not right with GE, because it'll be subjected to a very large range if it gets back below $12.52. Again, I'm just pointing out just the story, guys. I'm not saying that I'm all over the place. I'm just explaining the story. Very large range all the way down to $6.25. How likely is that? One may ask. I don't really think it's that likely, but don't base what I think is likely on your market entry and exit decisions. Again, please take the time to do your research on all these stocks. In my book, excuse me, all the stocks can go to zero. I have to say that, okay? So I don't want anyone pointing their fingers at me saying that I said GE is going to $20. So let's cut it out here. Hopefully this was useful information. Let me know down in the comment section. Leave an appropriate thumb just below the video there if you enjoyed the content, if you found any valuable information in the content. Also, if you're new, before you go, we cover the alternative markets. I'm not sure if you're into Bitcoin and altcoins, so subscribe, hit the bell. We'll send you that information when it's available. And we did cover a lot on this video, so hopefully you're stuck around. And we'll cut it out here. Take care of yourselves, protect your portfolios, execute your strategies. We're going to talk very soon, and bye for now.